in your, mine's in my Skyrim house.
You know what? We're gonna check. I haven't been to Skyrim in a minute, but we're gonna check.
The Antiquarians Gallery.
Yep.
Oh, never.
Hey!
I was actually thinking about playing Skyrim.
Oh, I started playing Sky. I haven't actually started it yet, but I just got done looking through like all of the mods and adding mods to Skyrim because I've never played Skyrim with mods. So
You play on PC or PlayStation?
mods.
Right. Play on PC or PlayStation?
We can do mods on PlayStation now?
Yeah.
That.
They're not as expansive as the ones on PC.
PC. I put it on my laptop because the internet at my aunt's absolutely sucks, and my sister's coming home from Vienna for Christmas.
Really?
So the three of us,
That's
me and my two
exciting.
sisters, we're basically going to just hunker down and play video games together because that's all she wants to do.
That's awesome.
So I'm trying to do offline games. So gonna try Skyrim with mods. I found a mod where you can like adopt the Arantino boy, and I'm excited for that.
Wow, what a terrible job I did with this. That wreath is straight floating in the air.
Oh no! I probably, honestly, if you look at mine, it probably sucks too, but it's fine.
There we go.
The mods that don't work on PlayStation are mods that require external assets.
Yeah, there were a couple mods that I heard about that I wanted to try, but all of the launchers and loaders and everything is still a little too advanced for me, so I just stuck with basic mods.
I have quite a few. There's like a bunch of like homes you can get, and there's other quests and weapons and
Maybe it's in my house in Blackwood.
Maybe.
By the way, since you went live, I went live as well.
Great.
Awesome. We were just waiting for you so we can start, like, whenever. I'll head back to the Snugpod. I'm just trying to find my frickin' tree.
What are you eating?
Who?
You.
You.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Anything.
Mm-hmm.
It's always
As he chokes.
No, still just got a cough. It won't go away.
Aww.
Is it an undercraft item? Is it a lighting item? Oh my god, how many candles do I have in this house?
A lot.
Over 100. Why are there over 100 lighting fixtures in this one house?
Yeah, I forgot my, I like my little Christmas corner I did here. Okay.
Alright, I'm going to the Snugpod. I give up. I tried.
Yeah.
Alright. We'll try last one.
To answer your question, I was eating a cookie. I have 3 of them, so I'm eating one for each of us.
Okay.
That's nice of you. Oh my gosh. Okay, one more. I have one more idea. One more idea. And then I will be in the Snugpod, I swear.
It's okay.
I'm the one with the time limit. I don't know why I'm being
Yeah, I was like,
apologizing for rushing.
Don't apologize to us. We're not the ones under the time constraint.
Mm-hmm.
I am actually.
Oh.
I have to be in bed at a reasonable time. Reasonable being when I decide to go to bed.
Yeah, I was like, what? Oh, fireplace.
I'm going this way. Is it still lit up in there? Or did the lights turn off? Okay, good.
No, it's still lit in here. Oh, apparently I'm gonna take up the whole bench if I sit down. Oh, there we go.
Fine. The bench
There we
is
go.
for you.
Well, I was originally sitting in the middle. It's like we're on a sea voyage through new life.
Ta-da. There we go. Yeah, and there's snow falling. I decided
loved
to
it.
screw it, and I spent the gems. It was worth it.
I love it. Yeah, I know. I actually was thinking about doing that as well for my other house.
There we go. There's our Christmas photo.
I love it.
New life photo.
I literally just did one of the same things.
Yeah.
Because I was like, well, I'll take one to tweet.
Well, this is what the Snugpod Cast is sending out on our Christmas cards. I mean, new life cards. But yeah.
Amazing. Alright, let me, nab that.
White chocolate cranberry cookies.
That sounds disgusting.
Oh, I was thinking that sounds yummy.
Oh, it depends on the type of chocolate, I guess.
White chocolate.
Why did it take that photo off center? Oops. Okay.
I'm actually I'm on a hunt for I'm missing stick-on nail.
A stick on a nail?
A stick-on excuse me. A stick-on nail. You know, the nails that you just stick on.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Joke.
Just those little press-on nails.
Yeah, where's the joke? I'm waiting for it.
Okay,
What's
I
the
thought
punchline?
you meant like a thumbtack.
No.
What's the punchline? I'm waiting.
I'm on a hunt for a missing stick-on nail. Angela was making these cookies the other day, and she realized
that's disgusting.
she realized after she got done making the cookies at some point she was missing a stick-on nail. So we don't know where it's at. We don't know if it's in the
There's no
cookies or not.
punchline here. Just horror. It's a horror story. That's how. No, she lies to you, and that's how she gets to keep all the cookies to herself.
Joke's on her then. I'm eating 3 of them. Oh, I found it.
You're
kidding.
so disgusting.
She really does. She really did lose a nail. She don't know if it was while she was making the cookies or not. She just noticed that it was missing. So.
All right, let's go. Let's start. We got this.
I don't know what we got, but sure.
We got a lot. There is a lot.
Indeed.
Okay, there's a lot, but there isn't a lot. December login rewards, that'll be quick. Community guides, that's quick. There's only like 2 things that we actually need to read. So
Read. Okay.
yeah.
All right. You ready to start?
I'm tweeting.
Oops. Didn't mean to bang my mic stand here. I may have to be muted a decent bit of the time if I start having coughing fits.
Just stop eating the cookies.
It's not the cookies. Seriously, like that same cough I had 2 weeks ago. Still got it.
Oof.
I don't know what it is. I'm not sick. Like, I feel fine. other than...
No, the lights just turned off. It's okay. We're an audio show. But at least you got to see them.
Is it because of the time of day?
I don't know. Whenever I use the hourglass, it doesn't matter.
What lights?
All right, well...
I mean, I saw the lights go out, but what were they?
It was the elsewhere window.
Yeah. And the Dark Brotherhood window.
Oh.
Okay, I'm ready whenever.
See what I mean? Yeah, okay. Alright. Countdown. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to A Snugpod Cast. We've been away for a week, but that's okay. Now we're back. I'm Never Separate, and I've got a couple of people you're probably familiar with if you've ever watched or listened to this show. And if you're not, then you are lying because you've never actually watched or listened to this show. I've got Gone Crazy back soon. How are you?
I'm good. I got my nice comfy padded chair here on the boat now.
We got a bench.
You're welcome.
It's a bench made by one of my people too. It's nice and good on the furry ones like me.
It's because you have a tail.
Yeah. And Gwen the Bard, how are you, my friend?
Hello, I'm good. I've redecorated the snug pod.
You did.
It's cozy now. I told you, I said I'd add throw pillows. We have throw pillows.
It looks very lovely. Nice fireplace.
Yeah, we do. So festive.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, before we get started, I don't know if you saw my notes, but I have a joke for y'all.
Oh boy.
Are you ready?
Sure.
You're not ready. Nobody's ready. I'm going to tell you anyway. Mr. Rooster and Mrs. Pig are the newly elected king and queen. What do they call their new home?
I'm really actually trying to think about this. A coop and a sty? I don't know.
Glenn, any guesses?
I hope you can feel the eye roll, because I can.
Yeah. Cluckingham Palace.
Wow. Oh my god.
That is a never original.
I hate that I like that so much. Cluckingham Palace. No.
You have my permission to use it, but just know that it is trademarked with my name. So, anyway,
my gosh,
I'm dying over here. What have y'all been up to?
That's what you get for telling a bad joke.
It's a great joke, and you loved it. Anyway, we're an ESO show, not a joke show. So, what have y'all been up to?
You want to go first, Gwen, or me? Have you recovered?
I'm still getting over that joke.
I know it kills, doesn't it?
Alright. I've been endlessly running Endless Archive. At the same time, I haven't been, because that's what I am in game. That's all I've been able to do, but I haven't been in game as much as I'd like. Because life and holidays, and I think that's just kind of everyone's world right now.
Yeah. Oof.
I got my UESP stuff in the mail, and my stickers are now on my suitcase, because I now have a suitcase that is going to be for cosplay stuff. I have no idea what to do with the prints, but when I got the prints, I wasn't expecting them to be so, thick, so that's cool. I am working on that staff I said I was working on, because, my moon and star my moon staff that I normally use. I've been working on making that. I have no idea what cosplays I want to make, but I like the staff, so I'm going to make the staff. But otherwise, I'm preparing for the holidays with offline games and prepping. Going to try modded Skyrim for the first time, because I know I'm going to be away from internet for 2 weeks. That's going to be terrifying. I remember the last time I tried booting up ESO where I'm going to be, and it wouldn't even load. you can use internet, but it wouldn't even load ESO. So I'm just preparing. I'm gonna be like playing Skyrim for like 2 weeks. So that's what I've been up to. How about you guys?
I also have run Endless Archive. The last time I ran it was with you. We had a morning, like, it was last Monday, actually, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. So last Monday, we didn't have a show Sunday night, but Monday I messaged you because I knew you said sometimes you're available before 11, and I was like, hey, let's try and run Endless Archive. We said we were going to do it, and we haven't done it. So we ran for what, probably like an hour-ish?
I don't know, maybe
I don't even think it was that long.
No, it was maybe like 40 minutes tops.
That's what I was going to
But we
say,
got through
maybe
the first
40
arc.
minutes. Yeah.
And yeah, it wasn't even 40 minutes full in dungeon.
No, exactly. But it was really fun. I got a couple books out of that, actually, that are the readable, like, furnishing ones. Master of the Tides of Fate, and then I can't remember what the other one was that I pulled, but I've got both of those. I got to put them in my house.
There are books that you can buy from the vendors in there, and they are now the ones that you could get last week at least. I've been told the vendors changed. They are actually in the Snugpod right now on this boat, so you can.
Oh, cool. Oh man, I forgot to go to the vendor before we started the show.
Uh-oh.
Dang it.
Yeah, I totally forgot that I got books from Endless Archive until you mentioned that, so thanks for mentioning that.
Yeah, no problem.
Isn't this week the one they've got the
big old fire pyre? Yeah, I know.
Fire
I think
pyre,
I might have to take a side trip in just a minute. Everyone just gets to come with me on stream when I go purchase that from the vendor.
It's only 6K. Go get it.
Yeah. Other than that, what else have I been up to? My UESP calendar and prints, that just like the ones you got. I'm guessing you mean the ones of the tribunal, those big like 8x10 ones, right?
Yeah.
It's like so the sill, and yeah, I got those as well. I won those off of Lotus, off of his Extra Life stream. So I won that and a UESP calendar, and they came very promptly, because that was literally like last week.
Look at you winning stuff. That's awesome.
Yeah. So I got that, which is really cool. Other than that, it's been too much working, not enough ESOing. Because I haven't really had time to hardly do anything. Like literally on PlayStation, it's been log in, log out. And then on PC, what little I have been on has only been because I've been able to turn it on during my lunch break at work. Like, that's literally it. I have had zero time. The other thing that we've been trying to plan for is Toasted Peanut and I have been editing the last Lore Seekers show that we did. It's just been taking a little bit longer because our schedules have both been nuts. But we actually have, like, 3 releases, potentially, down the pike that'll be coming hopefully before the end of December. So it's kind of like a big lump of holiday, like, happy holidays, here you go, bloop. And we're gonna release a bunch of stuff back to back. He's gonna be in Thailand for a while, so we're gonna kind of space out the releases while he's gone, since we won't get to do a live show. Yeah, other than that, that's about it with me. What's been going on with you, Never?
Not a whole lot, honestly. I haven't really been in ESO much, other than to grab my daily logins. Been doing other stuff, game wise. Had a day to myself, or a night to myself. Was that Friday night? Yeah, it was Friday night.
Yeah,
And
you messaged us, and I thought I had messaged you back, and then I realized I hadn't.
yeah, I just spent some time playing some single player stuff. That is a little harder to play when there's kids around. So, that's been about it. I haven't had a ton of time to be online much, but that's pretty usual for me. Nothing new there. So yeah, about it.
Well, we're glad you're feeling better.
Yeah, I feel fine other than this naggy cough. It just just won't go away. See, it's just there. It just comes out. It doesn't keep me from, doing anything. I feel fine. Feel great as far as, I'm not like overly congested or No runny nose, no sneeziness, or any of that kind of stuff. Just a naggy little cough that will go away. But, yeah.
Well, that's a bummer.
Since last time we were on, there was a child that got older, right?
I guess.
Was that since last time we were on?
I don't remember. I thought we were on one time since then, but if we aren't,
We were indeed on there 10 times since then.
yeah, I think it was like the night of, wasn't it? Or night after, something like that.
Oh.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Anyway,
Yeah.
Well, we missed last week. For some reason I was
Yeah.
thinking it was...
it was a week from Monday.
Okay.
Wow. It took me a
Don't
second
talk
to
about things further
on
than
the
like a week ago, Never. I can't, it all blends together.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
So true.
It seems like it's been, not that long, but apparently it has.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
According
Look
to
at
this
that.
long list of news,
I made
has.
it back before the news. No
You
one will
did.
ever know unless they're
News.
watching the stream.
Well, you kind of announced it, so...
Well, that's true.
So we're going to do news now?
We're gonna do
Sure.
All right, I'm going to try something. We need bumpers. So news. Boom.
that.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna start keeping a dagger in the Snugpod. I'm gonna get a Dark Brotherhood dagger, and I am gonna start keeping it in the Snugpod.
I was honestly expecting something like news.
Sorry to disappoint.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that I'm not newsy enough for you. I'll leave that to Newsy.
There we go. That's the joke. Oh my goodness. Well, now that we're in the news,
Ba-ba-da-dum.
Well, there's new crown crates. That's
there
a
sure are. Oh my. Yes, the new Allmaker crown crates. They're pretty neat. I like these a lot. It says drive back the adversary with items from the Allmaker crown crates. Pay homage to the deity of the ancient Skull faith with the items and collectibles found in the all-new Allmaker crown crates. The people of the Skull bow their head in reverence to the Allmaker, for through the Allmaker, all are one. Will you join them in their distant land to stand against the adversary? Don their Stallroom armors, take up their rune-carved blades, uphold the wind and the earth and the sun as you seek harmony without and within. The great river of life flows, traveler. Will you flow with it back to the arms of the Allmaker? Super fun.
Listen, I just want the cool Totoro leaf.
Yeah.
Okay. The Galen Woodleaf shade.
Yeah. It is. That one kind of makes me laugh that it's in these crates.
Okay, so fun facts. So I was looking at, you know how my adventures in the ESO forums. There was, when they first said they were introducing the Crown Store and everything, one of like the first posts in that thread is, sounds great, have an in-game shop, just don't get too crazy or high fantasy with it, no giant glowing mounts or blah 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 blah. And yeah.
Hilarious.
or weird non-realistic skins, and I'm just like, huh.
You mean all the things that people will pay money for?
All-
Yeah, they're
all
definitely
the things. Yeah,
definitely
yeah,
not
no.
putting those in the cash shop.
Right.
But yeah, I wasn't expecting to like these crates. They're kind of cute.
Yeah, I like the Allmaker stuff. It's kind of fun because it's wintry, but it's still, I don't know. It's wintry, but still, I don't know. Not, well, I guess I could say they're a little overbearing. I don't know. That elk mount is pretty shiny, but I don't know. It's just different. We haven't had anything like this, or at least to me, it feels like we haven't had anything kind of this different in a while. So I like that they're offering us some different wintry stuff, you know?
Yeah, that Highman Lion mount would be a cool Templar
He's-
mount, color-wise.
He's definitely not wintry.
No.
I'm still standing by my I'm still standing by my wall of crazy that we're getting a strange mix of things, and I feel like we're just gonna be jumping planes on this next story. I just feel like it's gonna happen. I don't know. That one sticks out to me kind of funny. I mean, is there a correlation between the Allmaker and a high main lion mount that's in elsewhere?
Probably not. They just figured, here's the thing people will buy.
It's shiny.
So we'll
It's
stick
shiny.
it in there.
Target dummy. That's cool.
Are you looking through right now?
Yeah, I just figured I would quickly.
Yeah. So for these crates in this article, it just calls out a couple of things. It doesn't call out all of them. We've talked about a couple of the ones that actually aren't called out, like the little leaf. That's an emote, right? Or is it a collectible?
It's an emote.
Yeah, where you can like hold up a leaf to cover yourself. But there
Oh, the
are...
blue hair. The blue hair.
Oh, yeah, the blue hair. There's quite a few people that have bought that. Oop, the lights came back on, Gwen.
Woo!
Yeah, the Allmaker crates have started on November 30th, and they're going until, who knows, they're going for a while, basically. I don't think it says when they end currently. Nope.
Whenever the next set of crates start.
Yeah. So the main items that I call out in this are a clear ice boulder furnishing, basically just a clear see-through piece of ice that you can put in your house. The Frostfall Recall Customize Action. That one's super fun. Have you looked at that one at all?
Yes.
What it does?
Yes,
It would probably be good for like an ice warden.
Yeah, I think it's so fun that you like freeze from the bottom up and then it like breaks. Really fun. Then they also have the outfits. Well, one's a skin technically and one's an outfit. There's a Windcaller garb costume and then the Orphan of the Stars skin. So the Windcaller garb has like a wolf hanging over. Is that a wolf or a fox? I'm not sure. Like a wolf or a fox kind of hanging over the shoulder. It's got all this intricately braided like pelt fur, and then it looks like it's got little glints of Stalrim on it. And then the actual Orphan of the Stars skin looks like you're basically wearing the Aurora Borealis. So, that skin, I don't hate it. I definitely think it looks better on certain characters.
It looks good in that picture, but pretty much that's about it. I can't say that. I didn't think it looked good on me. I previewed it and I was like, I'm going to pass on that for sure.
There are also some Radiant Apex mounts, of course, because they always have them. There's a Solstheim Shiverwolf, which is this extra furry, glowy wolf. A Star Orphan Elk, which looks like basically an elk now jumped into the Aurora Borealis. It's kind of like the ghostly elk, but with stars. Well, not stars, with the Aurora. Kynes lights. And then the High Main Lion mount, which we were talking about, which is this gold, like, really extravagant looking, ethereal lion with a big old mane. So, for this, there's the 1, 4, and 15 crate bundles, but they also have that unique 25 crate offering. That's the one-time purchase, which has the Solstheim Stone Incarnate polymorph in it as well. So, yeah. So those are just some of the things that are in the crates. Is there anything else you want to call out since you were looking in there a minute ago, Gwen?
Nope, that was it. That's all I liked.
Cool.
I guess the crates, they felt more Skyrim-esque, especially like callbacks to like actual Skyrim based on some of the emotes and things when you look at it. Because like, why else would there be a gesture dance for a winter-themed crate?
Yeah. Well,
it's not like New Life Festival or anything. I mean, New Life isn't like Jester's Festival. It's a completely separate thing, so it's kind of like interesting.
I do wonder how long these are going to run, though, because if they run through most of winter, then you'll get close to Jester's, because isn't Jester's usually in like February, March time?
No, it is around April Fool's Day.
Oh, that's right. April. Yes. I should know that. Why? That makes perfect sense.
I don't remember. Excuse me. I don't remember if it's in the crates or if it's just something that you can go get. Excuse me. But the runestone harvesting ice fist thing is kind of cool.
Yeah, I think that's only available another couple days, too. I want to say it's like 3 days. I don't think those are in the crates.
It may not be.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I can't remember. I suppose I could look. Reporting on the fly.
We're doing real news here. Dun, dun, dun.
We are.
We are doing real news.
Oh.
While I'm looking that up, what's next?
Well, the next thing in the list was the login rewards.
December login rewards, which we can also look at now. I don't know who referred it to. Who referred to the thing as Molog Little Pony or whatever.
That's what it is. I think that's in the description, isn't it?
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah, if you click on it, hold on, hold please. I will let you know in one moment. Customized actions, that's what I was looking for. Oh, Karth
Daily
River
rewards.
Cleave, it's not there.
Well, we get more endeavors again, so that's nice. It's just like, hey, just log in, just click into the game, have things.
Mm-hmm. I'm really looking for that,
It is
Never,
called
and I can't seem to find it.
An Anchorborn Pony.
Yeah, it does say, is this part of Molag Bal's plot to dominate Tamriel? So.
Mm-hmm.
Now I says to my friend, look at all this dark anchor debris. No one's using it. No one owns it. And I look at his pony, this sickly little thing, and I say, why not make ourselves something nice? By innovator, in quotes, Dellen. So, sounds like a crazy sorcerer trying to do something crazy.
Yep.
We got several crates this time around, too.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I still, to give you an idea of how many times I've logged in since December's actually happened, I have one more crate I need to collect in the morning.
Yeah, I don't see that, that gathering thing. I swore I saw it earlier. Oh well. I tried.
So yeah, login rewards are nice. You get a pet, some seals, get the regular things.
Yeah. It's nice.
Probably not
And
a
then
day
there's
trip.
community guides.
Probably.
I guess that's the next thing on our news list. Community guides, which are all mostly endless archive based. They are all endless archive based. All of them. Endless archive. So much endless archive.
That's because everybody loves it. Well, I can't say that. I can't speak for everyone in the world, but a lot of people like it, I would say.
There is a not endless archive related guide to the necromancer class. But otherwise it is all endless archive. So if you need some endless archive guides, basically every class is covered there.
Cool.
I think we need to start doing builds that include things like mementos and skins. And,
What?
like your Ice Warden should have the Frost Recall thing.
That sounds more like a RP build and not necessarily like what you're looking for for combat.
I didn't say combat.
It is a valid build. Exactly. It's a valid build. A build is a build. But that is not... You can start that. Go ahead. Start doing those. Make it catch on. Help and no more murder hobos by teaching people how to customize characters. Give them ideas.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Time for the holidays, though.
Yeah.
With this next article, in our little snug pod, we're all together for the holidays. And then there's 4 ways to bring your ESO guild together for the holiday season.
I love it.
Right? This seems similar to like their Thanksgiving article, but it's also nice. Gatherings with those close to you are common this time of year, and who better to spend your time in Tamriel alongside than your guildmates? Celebrate the holidays and have some fun together with these seasonal ideas for guild events. Meet up in seasonal surroundings. Finding the right atmosphere to give your gatherings that seasonal air is important. Consider a nice trip to a snowy region such as Eastmarch, Western Skyrim, or Hrothgar. Even Bleak Rock Isle can be a good destination. It'll be a lot less bleak with your guild celebrating there. You could also consider hosting a gathering at a guild member's house. Decorated seasonally or not, nothing is more suitable to the holiday spirit than a cozy home. While out and about, you could complete dailies or quests together, take on world bosses or public dungeons, or simply hunt sky shards to unlock new skills. If you prefer to stay inside, why not host some housing tours to show off your guildmates' seasonal creativity? Play some party games. Of course, some of the best activities are always going to be games, and just because you're already playing ESO doesn't mean you can't play games within the game. You can adapt a lot of classic party games like Simon Says or Tag using your in-game character, and the possibilities don't end there. You can perform dangerous stunts that typically would be extremely inadvisable in Tamriel with a little healing magic or a soul gem, so consider ideas like jumping games to hit a target down a cliff or tower. Cerebral games, more your thing, consider a round of trivia. You can even mix puzzles with action by sending your guild out on a scavenger hunt across Tamriel for specific objects, places, or cleverly hidden furnishings. Host cool contests with prizes. If your guild is full of more competitive sort of players, games alone might not be enough. That's where contests come in. A fashion, housing, or dueling contests are always fun guild activities, whether themed around the holidays or just to show off your latest looks and builds. The winners could be voted upon by all or picked by guild members who are known for their sense of style and elected as judges ahead of time. Your guild may provide great prizes for these contests up front, but if not, consider having a pot gathered ahead of the games from those participating so everybody can get into the giving spirit and make sure whoever wins feels well rewarded. Share giveaways and gifts. Giving doesn't have to end with prizes. Everything is on the table or in the goodie bag, including raffles, surprise giveaways, and guild chat, and of course, gift giving. Treat your guildmates and show your appreciation for their company. The guild message of the day is a great tool for guild officers and leaders to let people know about these sorts of plans and ensure everyone has a chance to receive something. Anything from a donation of gold to the guild bank to help secure a guild trader in the upcoming weeks to welcoming new guildmates with a set of gear as they level up could be a fun and festive gift. Be generous. We hope these ideas spur you on to begin your holiday planning in earnest. After all, the New Life Festival is just around the corner for even more festive times. For those of you who have not yet found a guild which to share the holidays, consider using a guild finder. Alright, and then that wraps up that article.
I can proudly say that the Lore Seekers have done every one of those things.
That is true.
Like, literally, as you were reading that, I'm like, yep, we've done that. Yep.
Are you just going off your checklist? Check.
Yeah. I was literally like, human darts. Yep. Yeah.
Well, that's because I sent them a list of all the things that we did for that, for that article. And
You are not that proactive.
You know what's funny?
That's hurtful.
Oh wow! Shots fired. I'm ducking. I'm sitting between you guys on the boat.
Hit the deck. Hit the deck. Hit the boat. Hit the deck. I'm done. Okay.
Oh man. Yeah. You know what's funny is
Never mind.
they did have I think a tweet a while back that was like, how does your guild do XYZ? I think, but maybe I'm not remembering that correctly. That might be a lie. I thought I remembered that for some reason. But yeah, I think this is a really neat thing for, especially if you're just starting a guild. I think some of the stuff that they've been kind of focusing on or talking about for guild ideas has been pretty cool, and hopefully we'll get some people who want to start a guild started, you know? So It's pretty fun stuff. I would love to get something like that going for the holidays for all of us again. I gotta find time.
Shout out to, if you have a snow globe and would like us to add you to the list of snow globes, let us know.
Yeah, please do, because
if you're
in our
Lore Seekers.
if you're on PS, we will get you a temporary role there if you're in Lore Seekers, so that we can make it so your snow globe is easy to travel to. Cool. All right. Next up is one of a place near and dear to our hearts, because they are all about lore and community. There was a community spotlight done because the UESP has reached 100,000 posts.
That's not a lot.
Yeah, no big deal. It's just like a fan wiki on the entire Elder Scrolls series.
They've been out how long, and they only just reached 100,000 posts now? No, seriously, that is an amazing feat, especially because it's all how much work goes into all of those things.
Can I give you some perspective? UESP is older than Google. Did I just explode your brain?
Oh my gosh, UESP is older than Google.
Yeah, they started in 1995. And shout out to Tales of Tamriel. They just had Dave, who is the founder of UESP, on their, because they're of course now part of the unofficial Elder Scrolls pages. Like, that's the podcast that directly links to them now. But UESP was on Tales of Tamriel the other day. Dave was on, so
yes,
it's pretty cool.
And they did all of the interviewing and stuff there, so we'll just say kudos to them instead of reading a book. Maybe? Or do we want to read a book?
No, we don't need to read a book. It's a pretty long article, but basically we just want to shout out the UESP. They have been fantastic. A fantastic tool for players over the years who are interested in Elder Scrolls, but also just really good friends, because we're pretty good friends with a lot of people that have come through there in some way, shape, or form. You know, Pylon and Averon and just a bunch of different people have at some point had the helm of either streaming for them or doing a show for them. Now Lotus does it with, Arcaneer, because all of that stuff combined together. But at one point it was Pylon with some other people as well. Doc was in there. I'm trying to think who else has been doing stuff. Weather Dragon.
UESP is massive, and there's so many people who can help with it. And if you haven't heard of UESP, look it up. They're great, and it is a fan thing that fans can add to if you are interested in helping with this. Yep, it's a wiki. So they have their own little thing on how you can add to it and help them with it and check things, or even just if you need help in game, everything is there.
Yeah, I pretty much use the UESP and the Imperial Library for any lore research, just because they're so good. So both of those sites are fantastic. But yeah, definitely check out UESP. And they currently, I think Weather Dragon is currently who streams for them. So they've definitely had a bit of a rotation in keeping people going through there and always adding to that community. So they are a fantastic tool and a all-around good group of people. So, and they also have guilds as well on the platform. So they're like us in the fact that there is a guild presence, I believe, pretty much on every platform for the most part. So pretty cool.
All right, next bit is another celebratory thing. It isn't official ESO news, but it is news, and it is ESO related. So our friend and fellow lore seeker Raymond Cosplay won a first place award for his Nord hero cosplay at Comic-Con Stuttgart, Germany.
Wow.
I guess technically earlier today, because time zones.
Yeah, technically earlier today.
Because time zones.
Because time zones. Yeah, congrats, Raymond. So cool. Raymond's also been doing some He's been doing some streams here and there, right, too, when working on stuff, I think. Maybe. So,
Yeah.
pretty cool.
And, yep. Yeah, he makes some awesome stuff, like that pendant. That was awesome. And then technically it's a Ring of Hercene, but I always call it Ring of the Wild Hunt.
So cool.
Yeah.
So cool.
Really good craftsmanship that has been awarded. And it's one of those, like, when he said he wanted, I was like, yes! Because you see, we've been talking about cosplay, and we're always excited to see more Elder Scrolls cosplays, especially Elder Scrolls Online cosplays. Because it's not something, if you wear an Elder Scrolls Online cosplay to a convention, not a lot of people are going to recognize you, speaking from experience. But, so for someone to wear one and then win first place in an award for it too, that's great. That's awesome, just all the recognition, everything there for him. It's cool.
That's amazing. Did you see, so how did you find out that news? Did Raymond post it, or?
I've been basically living on Instagram where all of the other cosplay friends are, and he posted it in his stories.
Cool. I'll need to check that out because I have not been on that one much today, so
Yeah.
I'll definitely give a peek. Very cool. Well, congrats, Raymond. We are super happy for you, and keep making amazing stuff and keep sharing your talent with people via Twitch and all your posts and stuff, because it's awesome and brings awareness to that sort of craftsmanship. So
Yes. And if you haven't heard of our friend Raymond Cosplay, you can find him on Instagram and Twitter. He posts a lot of his cosplay stuff on Instagram. So if you wanted to check that out and follow his cosplay creations, that's where you can find him.
Yep. Amazing.
Now, still in the arts, though, we have it's not on the ESO website, but they posted it on all their social media. Fan art submissions for events and live streams next year. This isn't going to be anything fancy. This isn't a contest, which is probably why it's not on the news website. But it's, if you have drawn any fan art, and people are even posting, like, well, maybe like cosplays or screenshots or whatever. And technically, screenshotting is technically a form of fan art when you think about it, because, like,
It's true.
taking screenshots in game, people get really fancy with those. It is considered its own form of, like, photography, which is okay, cool. Like you take a lot of awesome screenshots. Anyway,
I try.
but you have 10 days, 9 days, depending on your time zone from this moment, because it ends December 20th. There isn't a limit. They're in the rules, so if you have a bunch of little doodles or screenshots or cosplay photos that you would like other people to see, you can submit those.
You should submit your little Hermes that you draw.
I have not submitted anything yet, and maybe.
Do it. Do it.
I'll submit a Hermie.
Yes! Awesome. Yeah. So that's basically the end of the news, right?
Yep, that's all of it. That was a lot of news.
Yeah. It was quite a bit. It wasn't as, like, drawn out because we didn't read everything, but it's still quite a bit of stuff. Especially...
I can tell you, we will be going for another hour.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But the other thing, too, is I think that's quite a few articles and things, especially considering we're kind of in a downtime right now, A, between events, and B, between chapters, and, you know, things are kind of quiet right now because we're going to get our teaser, hopefully, soon for next year, so, yeah. I think they're just kind of, like, doing stuff to keep people engaged, but not.
It's tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, we're gonna get some sort of weird teaser.
What?
And then we're gonna get the news about, like, the New Life Festival, official date for the start of New Life Festival.
Don't start spreading rumors like that.
Well, no, I'm just saying that's, like, what happens. We say stuff on stream, and then the next morning on Monday, all of a sudden there's all this stuff in the news, and it's like, well, now we gotta wait till Sunday to cover it again.
That's very true. That is true, that does happen. But I don't think they're going to drop our teaser yet. Usually that's, like, I think beginning of January, right?
I mean, yeah, it is normally beginning of January, yeah.
Yeah. Then again, I didn't remember when Jester's Festival was a little while ago, so don't ask me. You'd think I would have remembered after all these years that it's around April Fool's. I'm just tired, I guess.
They also posted in, the forums, like, back at the beginning of November, end of October, asking people what their guesses were for the New Year's for the new chapter, before they give a teaser in a few weeks. And it has definitely been more than a few weeks since that was posted. But that's just me being nitpicky.
I see.
So we've come to the end of our news segment. Dum dum dum.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
I'm just trying to add some new features to the show. Come on.
At the end of our news segment, going into our lore segment, there is no lore tonight. I did not take time to write any lore. Neither of us found time to write any lore.
I mean, I did pull something.
You want to read some lore?
Since we were talking about the Allmaker crates,
so you have lore?
I did.
Okay.
It's called
So
Children.
We're gonna go into our lore segment now.
It sounded like someone stepped on you.
Yeah, that's what happened.
I'm gonna find some nice transition sounds.
Wow. Well, before Gwen has to go, this is a fairly short lore reading, so I'll do the best I can to make it quick. This one's called Children of the Allmaker by Tharstan of Solitude, an outsider's accounting of the Skull. If the title of this text rings familiar, then perhaps you, like me, have had the great pleasure to become acquainted with the most remarkable people, the Skull of Solstheim. Upon first meeting these gentle wild folk, I was immediately impressed with their great hospitality. They welcomed me into their homes, one and all, without the slightest hint of suspicion or uncertainty. Trust, it seems, comes readily to the Skull. In appearance, the Skull are clearly of Nord ancestry. However, they are culturally distinct in several significant ways, the most notable of which is their faith. Having never adopted the pantheon of the Empire, the Skull recognize only a single deity, whom they call the Allmaker. For the Skull, the Allmaker is the source of all life and creation. When a creature dies, its spirit returns to the Allmaker, who shapes it into something new and returns it to Mundus. The concept of death as an ending to life is unknown to the Skull. Rather, death is seen as simply the beginning of the next stage of an endless journey. This great respect for life is evident in one of the most important Skull beliefs, the concept the villagers call oneness with the land. The Skull try to live in harmony with their surroundings, making a small impact on their environment as possible. When a Skull villager sets out to collect firewood, for example, he or she takes it from fallen, dead trees. When the Skull hunt, it is only out of necessity and not for sport. Because they hold all life in great reverence, the Skull people will resort to violence only as a last resort. This has understandably led to a rather austere lifestyle for these simple, good-natured folk. For the Skull, the word luxury is a nearly alien concept, though I was intrigued to note that one villager, Edla, has taken to trading basic goods with travelers who pass through the village in exchange for small luxury items. Such an enterprising outlook is something of a novelty for the Skull. Though it saddens me to conclude this account on such a somber note, it is impossible to deny the hard truth that the Skull people are dwindling. In a century or two, it is possible that their unique way of life will be lost to the world forever, reduced to little more than the footnote in the great epic of history. This comes as little surprise, given the immense hardships of a life lived in such an extreme environment. For the Skull, it is a daily struggle to survive the perpetual wintry climate of northern Solstheim, but other challenges have recently appeared. The ashfall from Vardenfell has taken its toll on the plants and animals on which the Skull depend for their survival, and now life is a struggle for all who call Solstheim home. Therefore, I humbly beseech any students of history who might encounter this modest text to travel to Solstheim and learn all they can to be learned of this noble people and their ancient customs. The Skull people might not be long for this world, but let us assure that their proud and noble legacy lasts well into the future. So there you go. That one was from the Skyrim Dragonborn DLC. So, not in Elder Scrolls Online timing, but still kind of cool because it talked about the Allmaker.
That was a good DLC.
Yeah. So, there you go. I don't know if Gwen's still with us. I have a feeling
I am still with you.
Yay! That's it. That's all I got for lore. Anything to add? Anyone?
It was very alluring.
No murder hobo question. No more murder hobo questions. Never brought up a good point.
At this time, no murder hobo questions.
No more murder hobo questions. Never brought up a good point of the roleplay guides. What do you do to your character that, whether it is how a little outfit you add, a special emote you use, what is one thing that you add to your character to give them, well, character?
I like it. I have, in my emote wheel and my memento wheel, a couple things that I always have. I have the Wild Hunt Leaf Dance aura, which I leave in my wheel. And then I have a floral swirl. I leaf it in my wheel. And then I also have a floral aura that I have. And, of course, because we are lore seekers, I always have the Leaning Scholar in my quick slot of emotes as well. And those, like, constantly live there. So, that, and for some other reason, ever since I've literally played this game, for some reason, sit ground 4 has always been the way that I sit on the ground. So, that one has been in this game for me pretty much since I started. And it's because at the time it was one of the only emotes available.
It's showtime.
You always do that one for pictures.
Always. It's so fun. And it's obvious. And it's consistency. That's what matters.
That's right. What about you, Never?
My usual go-to for screenshots is the, I forget what it's called, but the levitation
oh, yeah.
thing.
You also do lean back with coin flip a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I've played around with that just because we found that fun little glitch with the, where you can flip a weapon instead of a coin. But, and I recently did that again just because I have the outfit to go with it now. But, I don't honestly fool with emotes and stuff too much, but those would be the two that I've probably consistently used the most. That, and maybe I did for a while have a sit chair, and I would just randomly be sitting in a chair at places waiting on people to show up for things.
That's what I used to do when waiting for bosses. Like, if I'm waiting for a boss, a world boss, I have the sit chair emote, and I will sit in the chair and wait. And now that we have the sit and drink emote, I replaced it on the wheel. So if I'm, like,
that's what the
waiting.
dancing emotes are for. Like, someone starts, like, with a lute or a drum, and then everyone else starts dancing. Like, that's why we have dancing emotes, is for waiting for world bosses. I've never seen someone sit in a chair.
That's true. But it was kind of like the sit ground 4. It started, like, way back in the day. The one that I used to carry all the time that was, like, an original emote before we had an emote wheel, but that I always used, is the water bucket splash. Like, I would splash people with that all the time. It was super fun.
One of those people.
I was.
This is not entirely related, just more of a thought that kind of popped in my head because of this conversation, but if we weren't in party chat at the moment, would the stream still be recording all of our audio? Like,
probably
proximity based audio?
Probably. Why?
I was just thinking, might be kind of a fun thing to do sometime, to, like, I don't know, go into, like, taverns and
do a bunch of emotes and, like, see what people will do. Dance
and, like, be chatting in the open environment just to see if anybody else comes up and starts talking to us. Or, you know, dancing at a world, but just different things like that.
I can tell you that on PC, it happens all the time. Like, people will lightly RP in in cities all the time, particularly in Solitude. People will stand up on the wall outside of the Ritz in Solitude and do stuff. Leowen's pretty notorious for it, too.
I'm just wondering if we would actually get anybody to come in and, like, hear us talking. Like, you know, like doing the show or something. Or just doing a, you know, different random stream, whatever. And come up and carry on with us.
Yeah.
It does appear that Gwen has left us.
Yeah, she made it for the extra 10 minutes, but didn't make it to the outro. Must be time to go for Kiddo.
Yeah. Well, have a good night, Gwen.
Yeah. She did such a great job decorating.
Oh yeah, looks great.
Always.
Lots of colorful things happening, especially when the light's coming through the window. Where is the window? I didn't even see it.
It's up in the ceiling somewhere. You can hide them in the wall. Like, you can bury them and they'll still show. So she's probably got it buried way up there somewhere.
Gotcha.
In the floor or the wall. One of the two places.
That's cool.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Well, I think we've come to the end of our show, Khajiit.
This one does not have more to add. Well, this one does have more to add, but not show related. More announcementy.
Announcementy?
Announcementy. Yes, not to be mistaken with York Peppermint Patty, but announcementy. Not a sponsor.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about those guild announcements?
So we have some.
We do.
The first one is for tomorrow, or Mondays in general. Mondays with Moki. Come hang out 8 o'clock Eastern time, 7:30 for group ups, roughly. And go do some fishing or go hang out in Cyrodiil or whatever other activities they may find themselves privy to doing on that given night. Casual, fun, laid back, chill, hangout time. So come hang out with Moki. Moki does a great job hosting that. Has been doing that for
quite a while now.
Yeah, good while. Has it been a year yet?
I think we've got to be close.
Yeah, it's been going for a while. So, we got Treacherous Tuesdays. It's dungeon night, dungeon day. We don't have time slots for it currently. Maybe we should do that again, but that's a discussion for another time. But anyway, group up with some guildies and go run some dungeons. Go do some lore runs. Go farm some gear. Go do achievement runs. Or just go explore a dungeon. Just look around. There's, some of the dungeons have hidden bosses that you can find, and it's cool stuff. Some fun things to go find in some of the dungeons that, if you're not looking, you might miss. And then we have a Friday activity for those of you who think that you are undaunted.
Undaunted?
We are undaunted.
Undaunted.
Yeah. Fearless Friday with Arthuria Dragoon. That is obviously an undaunted event. You can come and hang out and do the undaunted dailies, the
Delve?
Yes. I always forget what the pledges.
Yep.
That's the word I was looking for.
Uh-oh. Is my kid up? I might have kid aggro.
Uh-oh. So, yeah. Those are our current calendar events for the week. They are weekly activities, so... and the time on those is, on Friday is the same. It's 8 o'clock Eastern time. So come hang out. Did you have to run off?
He's sitting up, but he hasn't said anything yet. So I'm waiting to see if he lays back down. While that's happening, let's talk social media really quick.
Well, let's do that.
So you can follow us over on X or Twitter at SnugPodcast. You can also send us an email if you want to, suggest things for the show or give us feedback or just say hi. I don't know, whatever you want to do. You can email us at snugpodcast@gmail.com. And if you're watching this, then you know where you can find us. But that would be on twitch.tv/snugpodcast. Or you can also find us on YouTube by searching for Snug Podcast. But if you don't want to watch what's happening, just because you don't want to, you can always listen to what's happening on any of the podcasting or podcatching, if you will, apps that you may have.
Yep.
And, I got aggro now. So go ahead, wrap it up.
All right. If you are interested in joining the guild, you want to come be a lore seeker among other lore seekers, you can do that by going to loreseekers.club. It's got all the links you need. You will need Discord. And you come into Discord and you'll get an application. It's just a brief little thing to give us some information about who you are, what kind of interest you have in game, that kind of thing. It's just a way for us to kind of weed through and make sure that we're a good fit for you, you're a good fit for us, and it also helps us keep trolls out, because nobody likes a troll. They should stay under bridges. And yeah, but that's gonna be pretty much it. You can come join the guild if you want, come do those activities we mentioned earlier, and yeah, a lot of cool people there. Every platform has some representation, and so no matter what platform you're on, you can come be a part of that. For now, I think that's going to wrap us up, and if I guess Crazy's gonna not be here for the outro, but yeah, catch us next week hopefully. Same snug pod time, same snug pod place, the snug pod. And until next week, take care of yourself, take care of others, and we will see you later.